Hey friends, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel Salwa's Delicious Kitchen. Firstly, advance Eid wishes to each one celebrating Eid this week. May this Eid bring lots and lots of happiness and good health to each one there. When we say Eid, then surely should be some Eid special recipe, isn't it? So I thought nothing can be more better than a mutton biryani recipe, but a unique one, which not many of you might know. That is Hyderabadi Sofiyani Biriyani, which is also called as White Biriyani because this really doesn't have any colored rice or any colored spices like red chilli or so on, which normally goes in Hyderabadi Biriyani. This is really a rare one, but then it is from olden days. It was first cooked in Nizam's kitchen in Hyderabad. But then you'll be learning the Sofiyani Biryani in my style, not in the authentic Hyderabadi style, but the best way you can. So do give a try on this lovely recipe. And for those who are new to my channel, welcome, and do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you do not miss any of my upcoming videos. So let's quickly have a look at the ingredients, what we need to marinate the mutton. Here I've taken half kg, that is 500 grams of mutton cut into normal medium pieces, washed and drained well, and a half cup of thick yogurt or dahi. And this is around 7 green chilies. They are very spicy one, that's why I've taken 7, and you can adjust it according to your taste. And then they are chopped. And here this is 1 tablespoon of mint leaves, which is pudina, and 1 tablespoon of coriander leaves chopped, which is dhania. And this is the caramelized onions, but just have a glance again. This is very light. Make sure for this recipe, because we do not use that brown onions, we need the light golden color, as much as light you can make. So be careful while frying. And then here comes my favorite ingredient, as you all know, that is 2 tablespoons of fresh cream. And here this is 1 tablespoon of soaked almond paste and 1 tablespoon of soaked cashew nut paste, which normally they use only almond, but I have taken both. 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste, the fresh one, and this is 1 teaspoon of elaichi or cardamom powder, freshly powdered, but I'll only be using half here. Later on I'll show you half. And this is caraway or the shahi jeera seeds, which is around 3/4 teaspoons. And here the whole spices, that is 2 inches of cinnamon stick, 3 cloves, and 3 cardamom, green cardamom. And here in a bowl I've taken the mutton. Just make sure you drain the mutton well before marinating it so that it doesn't leave too much of water. And here one by one I'm adding all the ingredients which comes under marination, that is yogurt, cream, cashew and almond paste, mint and coriander leaves, the caramelized onions, salt. Salt will be according to your taste. Highlighting again, as you have seen, I have added only half teaspoon of elaichi or cardamom powder to the marination. Other half teaspoon will be using later on. As we move to the recipe, I'll be telling you later. And here I've mixed this well. Make sure you coat well the mutton in all the ingredients. Actual authentic way of making this recipe is they add 1.5 tablespoon of raw papaya paste to the same marinade, and then they marinate it for 3 hours, and the mutton cooks along with the rice in dum. 50% rice will be cooked and half will be cooked in dum along with this raw meat. And then here moving to the ingredients, what we need to make the rice. Here I have taken half kg, that is 500 grams of basmati rice. So washed and soaked for 1 hour. And here are the spices. I have taken 1 tablespoon of mint leaves or pudina, and 1 tablespoon of chopped coriander leaves or dhania, and 2 green chili slits, and this is again caraway or shahi jeera, 1 teaspoon. And these are the whole spices for for cardamom, 4 cloves, and 2 inches of cinnamon stick. Salt will be as per your taste, but then for rice we usually add more salt. And then this is oil, around 3 tablespoons, and the important ingredient here is 1 cup of milk, what we'll be adding to the rice water when boiling. And here in a large vessel I've taken water, which is more than nearly 3 liters maybe, and then I've added all the spices, salt, and with oil and along with the milk. Once the water was boiled, and I added the rice and cooked it till 80%, because other 20% will be cooked on them. You can see it's 80% done. And then drained it and left it to cool. And here after draining you can see the rice are grainy. That's all because of oil and more water while cooking the rice. And here as my extra ingredient everywhere, this is 1 cup of sliced onions and half cup of ghee, and this is marinated mutton. And here in a wok, I've taken the ghee once it was hot, just 1 extra green chili for that nice flavor, and then I added the sliced onions. Actual recipe doesn't need anything of this, it's just you add the oil. Actually they use oil in the recipe. You add oil to the marinated mutton and then put as it is. But here an extra fitting that is, I'm adding onions so that I didn't really feel like adding just the mutton. So once this onions were translucent, again repeating translucent, not golden brown or caramelized, because we need that white color. And here I added the mutton and just fried it for good 6 to 7 minutes, and the flavors were all around the kitchen. And here, just because I was doing this in the cooker, I just made sure I just added 3/4 cup of water. I mean, rinsed the bowl of the yogurt and then added it. And the mutton here we get cooks really fast, so just 3 whistles and the mutton were cooked. 90% I've cooked them. And just because I have added cashews there, that's totally your choice. You know, it really sticks on the bottom of your cooker, so make sure you can even skip it, but then I wanted to take that risk because I love that creaminess of cashews. You can just like in the authentic way, you can just add little bit of khoya and only the almond paste, no cashews. And here you can see the ghee has left its sides and the gravy is good thick enough to go on the dum. And here are the ingredients what we need to make the layering of the rice. Very minimal ingredients. Here is the cooked Sela basmati, what I usually say, India Gate Sela basmati I use. And here this is the caramelized onions, half to 3/4 cup as needed, and cashews are your choice if you need it or not. 1 tablespoon of mint leaves and 1 tablespoon of coriander leaves for garnishing. And here this is around 4 tablespoons of milk with 1 tablespoon of crushed caramelized onions. And here let's begin with the layering part. This is the same wok in which I have dried up the masala. So in the same wok, I'm just adding half quantity of the rice what I've cooked, and then topped it with the caramelized onions and mint and coriander leaves a little bit. And here I have added all the gravy what I have made, mutton. If the gravy is too much, just keep it aside, add only as much as required. And here again on top of it I have added the cooked rice again. And if you're making this from 1 kg biryani, on top of this layer you can again add the gravy. I mean just divide it into 2. You can just check my chicken biryani recipe. I'll be giving the link in the description box where you can see the proper layering of the biryani there. Here I'm just sprinkling some elaichi powder, the cardamom powder what we have reserved half teaspoon at the beginning of the recipe. On each layer of the rice you can just sprinkle a little bit of elaichi powder, not more. And 1 tablespoon of ghee again I have added just on the top and covered this with the foil paper. You can even do this with the atta, I mean for the dum. And then covered it well and left it for dum for good 35 minutes. Mine were done in 35 minutes. I could see the smoke coming out in between the aluminium foil. So yours totally depends on the burner size or the flame. But just make sure you keep it on the low flame possible, because we don't want the rice to be burned at the bottom. By now my kitchen, not only my kitchen, the whole apartment was filled with this aromatic, I mean such beautiful flavors it has. Especially the elaichi powder what we sprinkle on top gives it the best flavor. And here this recipe is really different from the normal colorful biryani what we make, so I highly recommend you at least try once and make sure, I'm sure that this will surely go into your favorite list. I don't give any recipes which I am not happy at, so even while making the voiceover, trust me, I'm just drooling on the plate. So you really got to try out this recipe and share with your loved ones, but do not forget to comment below and let me know how you liked it or not. And coming to my extra points, just want to say that you can double the quantity of all the ingredients there to make 1 kg biryani and follow the same steps. And do follow me on Instagram on Salva's Delicious Kitchen there and share the pictures what you have tried from my channel. I would love to share it on my feed. And do not forget to tag me out there. And I hope till now you all have subscribed to my channel. If not, please do. And thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye. Eid Mubarak again.